So I was on YouTube the other day and I just happened to see that these two videos came out from DBD, like on their official YouTube page, called How to Play Survivor and How to Play Killer. And I don't know if you guys have seen, like I made some videos roasting the tutorials like a long time ago. And when I saw these videos, it kind of like reminded me of when I did that. So I thought, what if I like watch these videos and react to them? So I'm gonna start with the Survivor one and see how it goes. Like, it should be pretty interesting. I don't know. I haven't actually watched these yet, so I can give like a genuine reaction. So we'll see how it is.
Welcome to Dead by Daylight. As a survivor within the entity's realm.
Can we just talk about his voice? Like, it's so dramatic. Like, it feels like I'm watching like an epic movie or something. And even the scenes look so dramatic.
You must face off in deadly trials against terrifying killers. And while the horrors you brave have many faces, your objective remains the same. Evade the killer. Escape the trial.
It looks like she's running in slow motion. Escaping the trial.
Exit gates are your primary means of escape, but you'll need to power them up before they can be opened.
Obviously.
Find and repair 5 of the 7 generators located throughout the map to direct power to the exit gates. Maps in the entity's realm change each time you play.
I actually wonder, like, why they came out with this randomly now. Like, doesn't it cover the same stuff that it does in the tutorial?
Neither the survivors nor the killer know what to expect, and will begin each trial on equal footing.
Supposedly.
To find outdoor generators, keep an eye out for the floodlights that tower above them. When indoors, flickering lights will show you the way.
Okay, see? That's something that I did not know, like, for a while, because I know it didn't mention that in the tutorial, but I learned that later on from someone about the flickering lights thing means there's a gen that's not completed in that room. That's actually pretty helpful.
You on your toes. Skill checks will appear as you work on generators. Remain vigilant. Failing a skill check will set back your repair progress and alert the killer to your location.
Good to know.
Once
I mean, obvious.
5 generators have been repaired, use the switch boxes next to the exit gates to open them. Exit gates take some time to open, so keep your eyes peeled.
This is really basic so far.
Should you find yourself as the last survivor standing, and the exit gates have not yet powered, an escape hatch will open somewhere on the map. An open hatch produces an ambient sound.
Ambient sound.
Escape before the killer can close it.
Ambient
Once
was a
an
weird
exit
word.
gate has been opened, or the escape hatch has been closed by the killer, a countdown will begin, culminating in the end game collapse. Any survivor remaining in the trial when the countdown ends is claimed by the entity.
So dramatic, dude. Like the voice. Okay, finally.
In this deadly game of hide and seek, stealth will be critical to your success.
Oh god, it's telling you to hide.
Until hiding is no longer an option. When running, survivors leave temporary scratch marks that the killer can follow. Walk or crouch to avoid drawing attention, or hide in one of the many lockers around the map.
Okay, see, this is a problem that I had with the tutorial in general, is that I feel like it kind of emphasized to like hide in lockers and stuff, and this is why you see all the new players literally just crouching around, hiding in lockers, blah blah blah, and like the more experienced players just kind of like get annoyed with them. But like it literally tells you to do that. I feel like it shouldn't actually make such a big point of talking about hiding, because like people just take it as like, oh my god, I have to hide for the entire match. I can't even do gens. I just have to hide.
Though safety is far from guaranteed.
See?
When the killer is near you, you'll enter their terror
Kate
radius.
looks so good.
You'll hear your own heartbeat pounding in your ears more loudly with each approaching step.
You know what? I had never even realized that. Wait, the clown is right there? I didn't even see that till I paused. But, anyways, I feel like I didn't even realize that that was the heartbeat of you. Like, I don't even know. I just thought, I don't even know. I think I thought that was the killer's heartbeat. That makes more sense.
Most killers move faster than survivors, so running in a straight line will prove futile.
Futile.
Create separation by vaulting through windows. Drop pallets to block the killer's path. Time it just right to stun them, allowing you to create even more distance.
I love it.
The longer the chase, the more time your allies have to work on generators.
Tell me that that doesn't freaking look like a slow motion chase. Like, it looks so, like, anticlimactic.
The more time your allies have to work on generators. Keep the killer distracted for as long as you can. If you are up for the challenge.
If you are up for the challenge.
Once the killer lands a hit, you will enter the injured state. A trail of blood will mark your path, and you will utter grunts of pain, making you easier to track. Get hit again, and you will enter the dying state. Your only options are to crawl away or recover health, making it easier for your allies to help you back on your feet, should they be the ones to find you first.
Should they be the ones to find you first? Like, it's literally so dramatic. But you know what's cool about it is that I feel like it's done a pretty good job of pretty good job. I shouldn't even say that, but it's done a good job of showcasing all of the survivors. I feel like it's not just focused on like freaking Dwight or something like it was in the tutorial for the most part in Trapper. It's showing Doctor a lot though, which is kind of weird.
The killer's goal is to sacrifice survivors to the entity by hanging them from hooks.
Right.
While you're being carried, you can attempt to break free of the killer's grasp. If successful, you'll land on your feet in the injured state. Those unable to break free will find themselves hung from a hook.
Dwight and
There,
Trapper.
You will have two options. Wait for an ally to rescue you.
Okay, if you guys haven't watched this yet, do you think that it's going to like suggest to escape from the hook? Or even, I know it'll probably say that's an option, like it's about to say that, I'm pretty sure. But do you think it'll say don't do that? Like, do not try to escape the hook unless there's really no options? Because that's another problem that I had with the tutorial, is that it basically made you attempt to escape the hook. And for me as a new player, I remember like I used to try to escape the hook because of that, like before I learned that you shouldn't do that, like everyone gets mad at you for doing that.
Or attempt to free yourself.
No!
But beware, your chances are slim, and every failed attempt to free yourself will bring you closer to an untimely end.
It is saying
Lose enough health while on the hook, or get hooked again after being freed, and you'll enter the second hook stage. You'll have to struggle for survival against the entity itself. If help does not arrive in time, or if you are freed and hooked for a third time, your fate will be sealed.
Working together.
With an unhinged killer hot on your heels, self-preservation is key. But to have the best chance at escape, you'll need to work as a team and risk your own safety to help allies in need, especially if you want the favor returned.
Honestly.
Look for other survivors fixing generators and assist them to speed up the process. Rescue downed or hooked allies when the opportunity presents itself. Cleanse totems found around the map to remove advantages for the killer.
See, this is another thing that I'm glad they're mentioning, because in the tutorial, there was no mention of perks or totems or anything. So at least they're mentioning the totems, although they have not mentioned perks here yet, interestingly.
Use items like flashlights and toolboxes found in chests or equipped before trials to to stun or sabotage the killer for the greater
Doctor
good.
again.
Heal injured survivors to better your chances of escape. The fewer survivors left alive, the easier it becomes for the killer to finish the job.
So...
The entity's realm is a deadly place. Learn these basics and take one step closer to mastering the art of escape and survival.
Showing Blight a lot
Dead
randomly
by
too.
Daylight.
How was it? So what did you guys think about that? I mean, honestly, like, there wasn't really anything. It was basically like, you know, but the cool thing is that I feel like this tutorial does make the game sound more advanced than what it is. Like, if I was watching this, I'd be like, wow, there's so much you can do. You can wiggle and you can try to escape the hook and blah, blah, blah. But like, when you're actually playing it, it's really not that intense. And it didn't like talk about anything about like perks and stuff like that. So that's kind of interesting to me too, but I guess it's informative, but it kind of talked about looping, definitely more so than it did in the actual tutorial. Like it said, oh, now it said you can throw pallets and stun the killer or jump windows to make space and stuff. So I feel like it talked about it like a tiny little bit, but there's still so much missing information. Like, I don't know. Let's look at the comments. Thanks, I needed this. Oh my god, thank you so much. I love how it's all these DBD YouTubers going, I needed this. Me with 2,000 hours in the game. Interesting. Okay, see, this is a good point. For new players trying to learn how to play Survivor, I know the game is scary, but spend a maximum of 60 seconds hiding in the corners of the map. Otherwise, you're pretty much wasting time. Be proactive. I totally agree with that. Like, I feel like, you know, it doesn't really tell you not to hide that much. So, someone saying that from a more experienced point of view is good. How epic should the voice be? DBD. Yes. Oh my god. The narrator is back. Neither the survivors or the killer know what to expect. The laughs and map offering. Actually, this is kind of true because, like, you know, it didn't talk about the offerings, so, I mean, that does change the game quite a bit. Like, if you're bringing Scratch Mirror Myers and Larry's or something. How to Kill Survivor. I wonder how the How to Kill Survivors trailer will look like. Don't tunnel, don't do that, and so on. There is no goddamn tutorial. You kindly ask them if they'll allow you to hook them. If they say no, then tough luck. You have to try again next game. GG, easy baby killer. Oh my god. Each survivor are facing off against the killer they were introduced with. Oh yeah, I didn't even notice that. That's actually a cool touch for sure. A lot of the comments are about the narrator. Anyways, let's go back and watch the How to Play Killer now.
Welcome to Dead by Daylight. Chosen for their unique talents by an ancient evil known as the Entity, killers must understand.
I love how it showed all this epic stuff of like Trickster and Oni and stuff, and then when it shows Trapper, he's just like lamely setting down a trap in slow motion.
And the rules of the hunt to achieve their ultimate objective. Sacrifice the survivors until none remain.
Oh god, her face, dude. Why does Mia always look so sketchy?
To accomplish this, you will chase down, capture, and hook survivors before they can escape the trial grounds.
Okay.
But first, you'll need to find them.
Honestly, that's the hardest part.
Survivors will attempt to escape using exit gates located on the edges of the map. To power the gates, survivors must repair 5 of the 7 generators scattered across the map. Maps in the Entity's realm change each time you play. Neither the survivors nor the killer know what to expect.
This again.
And will begin each trial on equal footing.
Barely.
Drawn to these generators like moths to a flame. They're the perfect place to
Okay, why did they freaking need to put that like analogy? That was so unnecessary.
begin your hunt. Patrol unrepaired generators marked by a red aura in search of your next victim. Impede progress and extinguish hope by
God,
damaging
I hate how the
partially
twins
repaired
walks.
generators.
Charlotte.
Keep an eye out for loud noise notifications. These are created when survivors fail generator skill checks or perform rushed actions. If only one survivor remains, an escape hatch will open
It's basically
somewhere
the
on
same
map.
information
An open
again.
hatch creates an ambient
The
sound.
ambient sound.
Find it and
This is what I think of when I hear ambient sound.
close it before the survivor can make their escape. Closing the hatch will power the exit gates, even if generator repairs have not been completed. Exit gates take some time to open, so use these final moments wisely to locate the remaining survivors before
Watch
they can
out,
slip
Fang.
through your grasp. Once an exit gate has been opened by the survivors, or you find and close the escape hatch, a countdown will begin, culminating in the endgame collapse.
It's the
Any
same
survivor
info.
remaining in the trial when the countdown
Feel like
ends
slow motion
is
run.
claimed by the entity.
Okay, I'm interested to see what it says to do during the chase, because in the Survivor one, it was just like, you know, throw pallets, stun them, run through windows or whatever. So I wonder what it'll tell you to do, if it'll give you any strategies or anything.
Once a survivor is in your sight,
I love how he's just
expect them
standing
to
there.
do the only thing they can: run for their lives. Their fear feeds your pursuit, as running survivors leave temporary scratch marks in their wake. Use them to your advantage before they fade away. Should the trail run cold, hiding in nearby lockers can often serve as the last resort for the desperate. Be
Depends
wary
who you're
of
playing
fixating on a
against.
single survivor.
Oh, nice.
Focusing for too long on one survivor means more time for the rest to achieve their objective.
I honestly think that's so cool that they mentioned that, like, not to waste your time chasing one survivor the whole time. Because I remember the first time that I played Killer, like, I played Wraith, and one survivor literally looped me for the entire match. And, like, I didn't even know any better, and I just let that happen, you know? So maybe if I had seen this video before my first Killer match, I would have been like, it said not to waste your time on one survivor. Maybe I should go see what the others are doing.
Though most killers move faster, survivors are nimble and may elude you by quickly vaulting through windows, stunning you with pallets, or
His hair.
blinding you with flashlights. Don't let survivors dictate the chase. Instead, strategize your own
This is
path
cool.
to stay one step ahead.
Actually.
Once you land your first hit, survivors will enter the injured state. Should they elude you, track them more easily by listening for grunts of pain or following their trail
And
of
Elodie is
blood.
so loud,
Land
so...
another hit, and they will enter the dying state.
Victor.
Collect them from the ground before their allies can help them to their feet. Move quickly. Survivors will fight to free themselves from your grasp.
I love how for Charlotte, like, it was like, move quickly, and it showed her legs walking really fast, but then, like, when it showed her head, it looked like she was walking at, like, 2 inches per hour. Sacrificing survivors.
Multiple hooks are located throughout the map. While hooks can break or be sabotaged by certain industrious survivors, the unique set of hooks found in each map's basement are indestructible. In the basement, there is only one way in and one way out, making rescue even more dangerous. Once impaled on a hook, survivors begin to lose health. In most cases, they will be forced to rely on an ally to rescue them. If the survivor is hooked a second time, you'll force them into a struggle for survival against the entity itself. If help fails to arrive, or should they be freed and hooked a third time, the sacrifice is complete.
Okay. Powers!
While the goal for all killers
I guess that's
remains
different
the
than
same,
perks.
each killer is gifted with a unique power that offers them a singular approach.
It's actually interesting.
Powers are as unique as the killers that wield them.
I think that's kind of interesting that they're talking about the powers of the killer. I guess they kind of have to because it's different. And this is something that they didn't really cover in the DBD killer tutorial at all. It just showed Trapper, so yeah.
From terrifying supernatural abilities to gruesome weapons, traps, poisons,
He looks
and
so
other
happy,
means
the
of
clown.
inflicting
Nice.
devastation. Variety is the spice of death.
Variety is the spice of death. Like, oh god. Who came up with these terrible lines? I can't.
Experiment to find a killer whose power matches your playstyle and maximize the torment you deliver in each trial.
Ew, look at
As
his
a
smile.
killer in the entity's realm, you stand alone. An apex predator surrounded by prey. Your prey may prove cunning, but remember these basics and take one step closer to mastering the art of the hunt in Dead by Daylight.
Well, that was intense, that ending. You know what? Did it actually ever talk about breaking generators? I don't think it did.
Impede progress and extinguish hope
God,
by damaging
I hate how the
partially
twins
repaired
walks.
generators.
Charlotte. For the killer one, I feel like it could have mentioned a couple more things. For example, like applying gen pressure and stuff like that. And same for survivors, like it didn't mention that you should try not to like 3-gen yourself and stuff like that. Like it didn't really mention any of that. But honestly, it could be that those kind of strategies, those kind of topics might be too advanced for a beginner's tutorial. Like, I feel like it's kind of just trying to tell you how to play the game and just how it works. And, you know, honestly, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Like, let's look at some of the comments on this one. Narrator is the best character, S tier. Dude, this is like perfect comment for like my channel. I'm so relieved to finally learn how to play killer after 5 years. Otz has been really quiet ever since DBD released its own guides without making the video 10 hours long. Okay, but they also didn't give any information, really. Hiding in nearby lockers can often serve as a last resort. Of course, it's Dwight. Yeah, honestly, they could have made it any survivor. Like, I don't know why they keep perpetuating this Dwight locker stereotype. Be wary of fixating on a single survivor. Tunneling drops to 0%. Oh my god, maps in the entity realm change every time you play. Meanwhile, when I play my 10th game in a row on Haddonfield because everyone brings the damn offering. Yeah, this is, you know, I don't mind this tutorial. Like, I kind of agree with this person about, you know, it covers the basics really well. But yeah, I mean, it was interesting to watch these. Let me know if you want me to do kind of more reaction videos and stuff like this too. If you didn't see my roasting the DBD Survivor and Killer tutorial videos I did a while ago, definitely go check those out. I'll leave them in the description. And yeah, so about my tier list content. So I really have a lot of fun making those. I have like a huge list of tier lists that I want to do in the future. But honestly, one thing is the tier list videos do take me a really long time to like film and edit. So I don't really always feel like making those videos. Like, I feel like sometimes I want to make more chill videos like this, or just some gameplay videos and stuff. So definitely continue leaving your tier list video ideas. I am going to continue making tier lists on my channel as well, but I will have other videos too. So if you have any other ideas for like things that you want to see from me, definitely leave them in the comments below. I'd love to hear your ideas. And even when it comes to tier lists, if you have some ideas on tier lists that I can film by myself, because a lot of these tier list videos, like I always, you know, need to film with someone, which I absolutely love doing because I love filming with people and having another opinion and stuff. But sometimes it's kind of hard to make that work with my schedule, so there are some videos that I'd like to just film by myself. So if you have any ideas for that, definitely let me know too. And I really appreciate you guys so much. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy my content. I hope you guys are having a great week, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.